Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, it's Evan Franulovich here with Seattle Colleges. We are here today with a very special guest all the way from the island nation of Madagascar. Noah, welcome.
Hello, Evan. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for coming on the show at such short notice.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I just ran into Noah in the hallway. I was doing another project, and I was talking to some of our new students. But he is not a new student. How long have you been here?
I arrived late December.
Okay.
Yeah, during the winter quarter.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I was not supposed to be here, but it's a long story.
All right. So you've done winter quarter, spring quarter,
and summer quarter.
You did take classes.
I had to take classes.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then you're eligible after 3 quarters for vacation. Are you going to take
a break? Yeah, I'm taking a break actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you doing on your vacation time?
Hopefully I will have first I'm going to spend some time with my family.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And my sister will have a baby soon, so I might spend my time taking care, like helping her.
Nice.
Yeah, and hopefully if I get an authorization by the school, I might work some part-time job too. Hopefully.
All right. You're looking for some part-time work then.
Yeah, but I have to get the permit first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, to work on campus, I don't know that you need any special permission.
Yes, but yeah, for that you need to have a good timing, and also it's a bit competitive because there's a lot of students looking for a job so far. So I've been trying for a little while, but it was always either it was busy or
Sure. Have you tried both Central and North campus?
Not North. Yeah, I've been just in Seattle so far. Yeah, I just tried to look for a job around there. Yeah.
Well, there's a couple other students that I know that work within the school, and one of them actually had a job at North, and then she had a job here at Central. So it's so close. I mean, if you are...
Yes. Lately, I saw a post about their hiring, but I saw it like too late. It was too late for me, so I was not prepared for it. So
gotcha.
I was okay. Maybe next time I will try.
All right. Well,
but I'm looking forward to work on campus.
Yeah. I know the gym hires fairly regularly. Student leadership, bookstore.
Oh yes.
You'll find something at some point.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Well, let's talk about how you got here. So you have been living in Madagascar your youth. Went to high school there?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Madagascar, and I've never been anywhere else since then.
Yeah.
So I'm from the southern part of Madagascar.
Okay.
So yeah, it's basically a dry land, and it's not very accessible city. It's totally different from what we have right now. But I spent like half of my teenage.
Teenagers.
Yeah. In the capital.
Okay.
Yeah, which is right in the middle of Madagascar.
Right.
And yeah, I spent quite a lot of time studying there, and then after I got my high school degree, I went back to my hometown, which is in the south, and I've been studying online classes for 2 years in business management.
Great. Wow.
Yeah. And right after that, I had an opportunity to come here in the United States, and that was that's a very inspiring story, actually.
Okay.
So I was just volunteering for this association, which is led by my aunt. The association stands for young women that. Okay, let me retake that. Yeah. So the association stands for young women that gives young women or young children. I'm sorry,
That's
girls.
okay. Yeah.
To give them opportunity to study, because from where I came, having access to education is a privilege.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a privilege. It's not for for everyone.
Sure.
And especially if you're like from the countryside, or you're from or your parents a farmer or something like that, you will hardly get the proper education that you need.
Sure.
So my aunt's association gives those children opportunity to go to school. And I've been a part of this for 2 years. I've been volunteering, teaching English, like the little that I know. I was not a proper teacher, but I just taught what I knew. So,
sure.
But yeah, this kind of stuff. And then I got noticed that it turns out that my English was good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I was noticed by my aunt, and she was surprised because I've never learned English. Everything that I know, it just came from everything that I saw around me, like
watching television shows.
Yeah, watching television shows. Yeah, everything that comes with the American entertainment. And then she thought that maybe it will be a great opportunity to bring me here. And the process was quite long, actually, because we planned this for like 2018, but due to some financial reason, it didn't happen right away. So we had to wait for a little while, and then in 2022 it came
together.
Yeah, it came together for me, and
that's cool.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So your aunt lives in Seattle?
Yeah, she moved here in the United States in 2007. So
okay.
Yeah, and got her American citizenship. I don't remember, sorry.
That's
which year. But yeah, she moved here in 2007 with my cousin. Yeah, with her daughter.
Right. So do you, people always ask about housing options here at Seattle colleges. So are you living with your family then, or?
No, so my aunt is living in Tacoma.
Oh, so a little ways away.
Yeah, it's a little bit further if I want, but I wanted to study in Seattle Central.
Right.
Yeah, I've been living with my sister for a little while.
Okay.
But she recently got married and moved with her husband.
Of course.
So now I'm living with a roommate. We're sharing the rent.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, actually, him and my sister are sharing the rent because. Yeah, I'm still not independent for now.
Which part of town is your apartment?
I live in Chinatown.
Oh, in Chinatown, that's right. Yeah. Wow, that's a cool part of town.
Yeah, I really like there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great. So you arrived in the winter. You've done 3 quarters now, which is really great. And what's your major?
I was initially going to major in nursing, but then I figured out like it was not really for me. So I might switch. It's not that I might, but I'm going to switch into hospitality management and also minor in culinary arts.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, hopefully I can excel in both of those.
So to do that, do you have to reapply, or do you talk to your advisor and they just switch your major? Or?
Actually, it's already in the process. All I had to do is to talk with an advisor, and they just gotta just update my F1s to my F1.
Oh, that's great.
That's it.
And you'll do that work here at Central, or will you go to South? Because I know that program exists.
Oh, yes. So for the culinary arts, I might go South.
Okay.
But I think strategically speaking, I will do that at last because I still want to study hospitality management, so it's my major, and I want to prioritize that one first.
Gotcha.
So I might spend a couple of years studying, just focusing on that, and then maybe I'll do culinary arts at last.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. So a lot of students want to know about how, especially from sub-Saharan Africa, getting a visa sometimes is very challenging.
Yeah.
So when you went through the process, from the time you got your I-20, when you were accepted at Seattle colleges, how long did it take before you were able to do your interview?
Actually, for me, everything went smooth from the moment I started the process. But I think the most challenging part is gathering the financial document, because especially it's gonna be more challenging if you came from a poor country or you have no one living here in the United States, because in the financial document you have to provide a statement from the bank saying that you need this amount of money for such a
so you can live
your expenses, and for the living expense and the tuition and everything,
right?
And it always comes around $23,000 to $25,000 per year.
Yeah.
But for people that don't have like maybe high paid job or don't have those savings in their account, that can be problematic, because it might reduce your chance to get accepted into a college or in a university.
Sure.
But in order to get your visa, you need the approval from the college, or you need to be accepted from a college or university.
Right.
And after that, everything will go smooth with the embassy and all this stuff.
Really?
As long as you have, as long as you're accepted in the in a college or university, you have higher chance to be to get your visa accepted right away.
Sure. And did you get your visa the first interview, like right away?
And right away too, like I thought that I had to wait a couple of days, because usually it's from 2 to 7 business days. But I got my visa right away.
Wow, that's amazing.
Response right away. I was so surprised. I was so shocked. I was like, okay, you're accepted. Congratulations, and wish you the best. I was like,
wow.
Okay, is that it?
How long was your visa interview? How long did they talk to you?
It was around, I don't remember actually. It went so far. I don't know. I don't want to, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, something like that. Because those were just basic questions, like where do you live? Where will you be living? And do you have any family here? What they're doing? What their job? And I think my family situation here helped me a lot too, because my aunt is a nurse and my uncle is a pastor.
So they know you have the financial resources to be able to live while you're here.
Yeah, and we provided those resources to the college. So there's no reason for them to refuse.
Sure. Well, it's funny because I have other students from other parts of Africa, and they have the financial resources, but sometimes they just don't get approved their first try. And like maybe they'll have to go back for a second try before they get their visa. And sometimes they have to wait months and months before they even get their interview. Like they'll get their I-20 and then it's like 3 months before they can get in for their appointment.
Yeah, I know that. But to me, I think, I don't want to make any assumption, but most of the thing, I think it's maybe, I'm saying maybe, the lack of communication, because I know a friend of mine too that had the same resources as me. They could provide everything, but he couldn't align 3 sentences in English.
Oh.
So I got accepted and he wasn't.
I see.
So maybe, but I think the embassy will need to make sure that you will be able to communicate, and you will. I think if they're doing it if you get refused, I think you should check something that might you said wrong during the interview,
right?
Because my English right now was not far from my level back then.
Gotcha.
So I'm not saying I'm really good at English, like, or it's perfect, but it's decent.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's a decent level. So I communicated well my point and what was my goal and everything.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, and I was well prepared too. So I think it just maybe a random advice.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you want to check what you did wrong during your interview and make sure if your English is really good.
Fair enough. Yeah. Good. Did you apply directly yourself or did you use an agent?
I applied myself.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy then.
Yeah.
So people ask about the English piece of it because a lot of people come here and maybe their English isn't 100%, so they have to do a little bit of English before they can start taking their college classes. That was the case for you?
Yes.
All right.
That's the case.
So you got into the intensive English program, and what level did you start at?
I started as level 4, reading, writing 4, listening, speaking 3, and reading. Yeah, I started reading, writing 4. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, and I just finished my English 101.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And was it difficult?
That was challenging.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the most challenging piece of the class?
I think it's writing essays
sure.
using sources because we had to read a lot of document and that was not easy and that was not pleasant either. Yeah.
Was this a face-to-face class? Was English?
Yes, that was in-person class.
Were you the only international student in that class, or were there other international students?
I think there were. Yeah, there were more other international. I think there were less American students. There were more international students than American students.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you well, before I ask about that, let's go back to the English piece. So before you came to the United States, did you take an English test to see where your level was?
Not before, because the school doesn't require any English proficient. I mean, you can provide,
Sure.
but it's not mandatory, which was my case. So I still had to take a test when
you arrived here.
arrived here. And yeah, I was working in a I believe that I could have done better during the test, during the Duolingo test. It's a Duolingo
Oh, you
test.
did Duolingo, okay.
Yeah, but I kind of did it under pressure because there was something that happened before that. I was not supposed to come here in Seattle.
Oh.
Yeah, I was supposed to study in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I missed my flight during the holidays, and I had the test the next Monday. Yeah, I just wanted to see my family at first,
Of course,
and I wanted to spend the holidays with them. And then I received an email and a call from the college from North Carolina saying that you have to arrive here next on Monday, or else your F1 visa will be terminated.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it. We had a flight, but I missed the flight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's stressful.
And yeah, that was and of course I missed it, and my F1's visa was terminated.
It was?
Yeah, so I had to find a solution. No, it was not terminated like right away, but they gave me an opportunity to look at to get accepted in another college, so I can be saved. Or else I have to go back to my country if I don't get accepted in a new college.
So you originally were going to go to school in North Carolina.
Yes.
Which school?
I don't know if I can mention that here, but it's WECTEC Community College.
Okay, so you were going to go to a community college in North Carolina. You missed your flight.
Yes.
And then, so you scrambled and you applied to Seattle colleges?
Yes.
And of course, you got accepted.
Yeah, I got accepted. And thankfully, it was a very fast process, or else
oh man,
I won't be here, because that would be hard to come back again, come back to my country and then come back here.
Sure.
Yeah, back to the Duolingo text. So I've been taking. I had to take the test, and yeah, I was still under pressure, even if it was in process, because it was in the holidays and the school was going to close soon.
Right, of course.
And yeah, I had to do it like super fast, and it didn't go. I still had a decent score though. I think it was 105.
All right, that's pretty decent. Yeah.
That's a decent one, but yeah, I think I could have done better, maybe.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
So if you guys are out there listening to this show, the rules have changed since you did it. So now when you apply providing English level scores, whether it's, IELTS or Duolingo is required. At the time that Noah did it, it wasn't required, but now you need to have taken a test. So it's changed since you did it. So I just want to make sure everyone who's listening is aware that if you're getting ready, if you're thinking about coming to Seattle colleges, part of your application is providing English test scores. If you don't provide scores, you won't be fully admitted. You'll get conditional acceptance until you provide the scores, but you can't get your I-20 until you get your scores. So yeah, but you can do Duolingo now, you can do IELTS, you can do TESOLs, you can do all sorts of them.
I guess I got lucky.
You did get lucky. And it's changing it a little bit for some people, but not too much. Like we have quite a few people coming in this fall. So
so we have to provide a Duolingo result, or is that a TOEFL or YELTS?
Any of those types of tests. Yes, you take one of them and then provide the scores.
You can do it online.
You can, for sure.
Yeah.
From anywhere in the world, really. So.
Yeah. I don't know how it was in my country, but I was trying to take the TOEFL, but we had to wait for a certain period.
Right.
It was not always. Yeah.
So if you started at level 4, so you're done with the English, intensive English program, now. Now you're just fully college classes.
Yeah, I started my college program in summer.
Perfect. Yes. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Now, a lot of people that are listening, that we have people that are domestic students, people that live here. A lot of people don't even know where Madagascar is. They couldn't find it on a map, So,
really?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's one of those countries a lot of people don't think about too much. What is your first language then?
So the first language is the Malagasy.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah. And also the people from Madagascar are called Malagasy.
Okay. Yeah. Malagasy people. Very nice. Yeah.
Not Malagasian, please.
In pretty different weather than Seattle?
Oh, a lot different.
A lot different?
Yeah, it's more the tropical weather. So it's, of course we have winter, we have summer.
Sure.
But the difference, we don't have fall. And during the winter, we don't have snow either.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And also, the sun is always sorry.
That's all right. No worries.
Whatever season it is, the sun is always present. Especially in the south. It's always summer in the south.
All right.
Of course, we have winter, but in the winter it's only cold in the morning, like early in the morning.
Sure.
But after that, it's something else.
Sounds like a great place to vacation.
Yeah, it's anytime. If you're the sunny person, if you're like the sun or summer person, Madagascar is the best choice for you.
So how has it been coming to Seattle then for you? Do you like Seattle? Well, tell us what you do in Seattle.
Yeah,
for fun.
From a country that is always sunny and hot, extremely hot. I think it's kind of giving me a break because it's rainy. It's most of the time rainy here in Seattle, and perfect for me. I mean, I love rain, like just so short. Even if in my country, I always preferred rainy days than the sunny days.
But this summer's been beautiful.
Yeah, I know,
but winter is definitely colder.
I got just tired of sun. I just had sun enough in my life,
Sure.
I just need something cool and chill, and I'm indoor person.
Yeah.
So imagine just spending your summer indoors at home with this heat.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I take a walk.
Yeah.
I like to appreciate the sun, but not always.
So in Seattle, how do you spend your free time? Like when you're not studying, what do you do for fun? Do you play sports? Do you go to shows? Do you what do you do?
So I'm a dancer.
Oh, cool.
So I spend a lot of time dancing. I mean, I'm dancing when I can and when I want. So I spend a lot of time dancing, either by myself or I auditioned for a dance club from the University of Washington lately.
What?
And I got
That's so
accepted.
cool.
Yeah, actually, they're just a student from University of Washington, and I'm the only outsider, I think.
And they'll allow students from other places?
Yeah, I mean, we're not training in the campus, but we're just going to some gym.
Yeah.
And we gather there together.
What kind of dance are we talking about? Is it?
Most of the members are hip hop and contemporary dancer.
Cool.
But we gather together and we dancing this concept called K-pop. So it's something that very got popularized lately.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so basically we're just doing covers. So there are Korean artists releasing new songs, and the song always comes with dance, like a full dance.
Yeah,
and they also release a dance practice, which give more details about the dance, and we learn it, and then we shoot videos of it, and then we show our work.
Do you also do performances like at events at the university, or like I know sometimes at football games or basketball games they'll have people?
Yeah, they have done that, but for me, the only event I participated so far was Unity Fair.
Wow, that's so
Unity
cool.
Fair. I was president of the dance club. I created a dance club I think it was in winter. No, it's spring, during spring.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was not that busy as I was in the summer. So I had a lot of time teaching and, leading those amazing dancers. And we formed a pretty community, actually.
That's cool.
But then I got kind of busy, so I had to give up my position and give it to another person, but they're still doing a great job, and I'm going there time to time. I'm still part of it. So
if we have some current students that listen to this show, and if they're interested in dance, can they come talk to you? And
yeah, of course, but there's a new president, and also we have an Instagram page.
You
can contact us through there. It's called SCC Dance Club.
Very cool.
You cannot miss it. Yeah, and other than that, most of as I said before, I'm indoor person.
Yeah.
But I also enjoy few companies. Good companies. I guess.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I spend time with my friends. We're going to the cinema or to the movie theater, and we're going eating too.
Cool.
And those kind of stuff. Yeah, and we also. Go for a walk. Something simple.
Yeah.
We're a pretty basic person.
Well, awesome. Oh, do you hear that? That means it's time for our trivia time.
Right. Yay.
So, trivia time, we're going to ask you a series of 5 questions that have to do with Seattle or with Seattle colleges.
Okay.
And
I'm not going to mess up this.
Nah, you'll be fine. If you answer them all, you'll be on our Wall of Fame. If you don't, it's not a big deal.
Yes.
You don't have to cry or anything like that. So, all right. Question number one. Seattle Central College has an animal associated with the college. It's its mascot. Do you know what the mascot for Seattle Central is?
The tiger.
It is the tiger. Ding, 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 ding. Nice job. Very good. All right. Question number 2. How many quarters per year do we have here at Seattle Central?
4 quarters.
4 quarters. And that's also true at North
Yeah.
and at South. Very good. Great. Question number 3. There are 2 bodies of water near Seattle. One of them is the Pacific Ocean. What is the body of water called that is right next to the city?
I'm really bad at geography. Okay, I need to figure the Pacific Ocean and then...
Kind of right along our...
I have never... Okay, maybe No, it's not the Antarctic, right?
No. It starts with a P.
Pacific?
No, that's the Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
Then the water that's like kind of right next to Seattle. We call it the
Okay, no.
You don't know. It's the Puget Sound. The Puget Sound is the body water.
I wouldn't get it anyway.
That's all right.
This is my first time.
Well, that's good. Now I taught you something today. That's cool.
I learned something.
All right, let's try another one that's a little easier maybe. So question number 4, we have 3 national parks near Seattle, in and around Seattle. Can you name one of the national parks?
I don't want to say something stupid.
Nah, you won't.
Okay, Lincoln Park.
No, not Lincoln Park. The big mountain off to the side.
Mount Rainier?
Mount Rainier National Park. Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of them.
So Lincoln Park doesn't count?
No, the 3 national parks.
National
parks.
Okay.
Mount Rainier National Park,
yeah.
the Olympic National Park,
Okay.
and then up north is North Cascades National Park.
Oh, okay.
All right, no biggie.
All right.
Have you been out? Have you done any?
Not yet.
Yeah, It's hard to
Not
get
yet.
out there if you don't have a car.
Yeah, I mean, we plan to go there with my family, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, they ended. I think I had a hiking at school.
Yeah.
So they went there the same day. So
Cool.
my bad luck.
All right, last question. Since you mentioned movies, what was the last movie you saw in the theaters?
Was that Barbie?
Barbie, yeah. What'd you think?
I think that was interesting.
It isn't interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting, but at the first thought, I thought it was not for me. Like it was too extravagant, I guess, for me. But when I gave it a thought, it was not that bad. It was. Yeah, there is still something you could have learned of it because first time I've been watching it seriously. I think that was the main part, and also I think I fell asleep around somewhere.
Oh no!
yeah. But I think it was a ironical movie, and
for sure.
I watched it seriously because it was reflecting the opposite reality. So of course, that for me it was absurd if I was taking it seriously. So I gave it a second thought, and yeah, I think there is a message that they wanted to
Sure.
to share about it, and yeah.
Well, it's the quintessential American movie for sure. Barbie is very
typical.
American.
Yeah, that was typical.
But I didn't even want to see the movie, but everybody was saying, "Oh, you should go." So I finally broke down and went, and I thought it was really great. I liked it. So.
I liked it after it.
Well, by the time this podcast is published, the movie will probably not be in the theaters anymore. But check it out on streaming or whatever, because it's worth watching for sure.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Cool. Well, good job. Pretty darn good. We got you on the question with the water, but that's not a big deal. We'll get you out there. Have you been out on the water? Have you done any kayaking or anything like that? If you get the chance, it's a lot of fun.
I haven't touched the water so far.
It's pretty cold water.
Yeah.
Well, the last thing we like to talk about is we try to get advice. Since you've been here and you've been through the process, there's a lot of students overseas that are thinking about coming to the United States, but maybe they're nervous. Or parents that are trying to learn about what it's like to go to school in the United States. I mean, is it doable? Is it dangerous? Is it crazy? I mean, a lot of people want to know what your experience has been or what advice you might give them.
It can be challenging to move in a new country just in general. It's very challenging, and if you can do that, it's already a brave thing to do.
For sure.
And I know you have to. I think one of the main advice I will say is be ready to unlearn everything, because America is not like any other countries. Like just look how major stuff. It's totally different. Like you will go to another country and you might use the same thing, but here you have to relearn everything. You have to measure everything by ounces.
That is hilarious.
By inches and all the stuff. But yeah, and it's just an example. But there are a lot of things like that. Even your English, be ready to unlearn everything you already thought you already know. And also, come prepared. Make sure you have a good English, because if coming to America is a part of your plan, I think the less you can do is have a decent English. So you will save money too by doing that, by having a good English.
For sure.
I mean, yeah. And also make sure you pursue something you want to do and not people wants you or your parents wants you to do. I mean, if they're paying for your tuition, of course, maybe that's fair that they're choosing for you. But at some point, you will figure things out for you. And I think it's always better to do something you want than doing something you never wanted in the first place and just ending your life miserable. You don't want that, I'm sure. And I know it might be challenging to study, to learn stuff from. Especially when it's not your native language, especially when English is not even your second language. which is my case. And it can be challenging, but just do your best every time, and but don't forget to have fun too, because that's the part of the travel.
Right. That's all good advice, definitely, for sure. Wow. Well, cool. Just last thing I've been doing in season 2 is giving you a chance to say something in your native language to maybe some of the students back in your country or your region, just giving them a quick message about whatever you think is important, but in your own language. It's kind of cool because a lot of people have probably never heard your language, and also gives people a chance to hear something directly from you. And
okay.
It doesn't have to be long, but whatever you want to do.
Okay. I have to. I need to say it in my native language.
In your native language, yeah.
Roger sendra misy mienty afatsy ty de mba saika tena nanareo fotsiny hoe tsapaky be hoe mety hoe sarotra be ny mivoaka avy amin'ny firenena, fa raha ohatra hoe manana opportunité anao ivoana de ataovy de hoe mirary soantsika rehetrarehetra ho an'izay manana faniriana hoe hianatra aty Amerika na hoe andafy en général fotsiny de zay de zay.
Cool. All right.
You need a translation?
Sure. I mean, maybe what would you have to say?
So I was just encouraging that, it's very difficult to get out from Madagascar.
Right.
Just to give you an idea, the flight ticket for around just a simple flight from Madagascar to here, it's $2,000.
Oh my gosh.
It can go from 1,500 to 2,000.
Wow.
And that's how hard it, and that is just the ticket. I'm not even talking about the process.
Right.
So I'm just encouraging them that even if it sounds so hard, just stick into your hope.
Sure.
Yeah. And I know the situation of the country is really bad right now. So if you have like a glimpse of hope, just stick onto it.
Cool. Yeah. So when you flew here, you flew from Madagascar through what, like Amsterdam or Paris or something? What was the route you took?
I did quite a lot of stops, so I don't remember everything.
Okay.
I think I went from Madagascar to Addis Ababa.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, I went somewhere else, but I don't remember. And then Ireland.
Okay. Oh, wow. That was a lot of stops.
Chicago.
Right.
And then Seattle.
Very nice. Yeah. Wow. That is a long trip.
Yeah, that was a long one. That was almost 2 days.
Yeah. Crazy.
Almost 2 days.
Yeah, when I went to South Africa not too long ago, I flew to Istanbul. I had like a 10-hour, which was really great. I had a 10-hour layover, so I got to actually go into town. Istanbul, so that was cool. And then there was another, so it was like over 10 hours to get to Istanbul, then another 10 hours to get to Cape Town. It was a big trip. Yeah.
There was any layover?
Just the Istanbul layover. Yeah.
How many hours?
It was almost 11 hours, 10 and a half hours.
Wow.
But that was cool because
you had time to visit.
Yeah, I got on a bus, I went into town, I got to walk around the city, which was so cool.
Yeah, I wanted to visit Chicago though when I was there, but it was just I think 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
It never ends not.
Well, you can always go, now that you're in the States, you can travel around the States if you get an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I will definitely.
And even if it's just around the Northwest, Washington,
I went to
Oregon.
Portland one time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool. What'd you think?
I did not went to the nice area. I'm sorry. I was visiting.
Hey, that's okay.
So my aunt wanted to visit some people, and it was not the safest area of Portland. So.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but I had the great noodles though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, so many questions I have for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Please, go ahead.
But we are out of time, unfortunately.
Right.
I will have to have another visit down the road. But so great to meet you. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Having me. Yeah, I really had fun.
Yeah.
That was very random, but that kind of made my day.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, man. We'll have a great quarter coming up here in the fall, and we'll hopefully run into you around the halls from time to time. So.
Yes. Definitely.
All right, Noah.
Thank you, Evan.
Take care. Thank you.
So much.
Bye-bye.
Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle colleges. Please reach out to us via our website, or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.